Hey, hello, hi teachers. Hope you're doing great. Myself Vaishak Ganesh. I'm the Academy of Super Tutor. So today we are going to discuss about the very essential tools that can help you to conduct a smooth online classes. The reason why I'm conducting this, or the reason why I'm taking this video is nothing but like a lot of teachers been asking me like what all tools we must be invest in so that my class will be really good. So I'm getting this kind of frequent questions like this a lot of times. So that's the reason why I'm conducting this session. So without further ado, let's get started. Yes, so today we are going to discuss about the very basic hardware as well as software that we need so that we can start our online classes. The first thing we need some hardware. So hardware is something that we need, to conduct the proper conduction of the classroom. The first thing is a computer, a laptop or a desktop is actually a great investment, I would say. And I'm not saying that to purchase any kind of gaming laptop or anything like that or iMac. I'm not saying that only Mac system works or something like that. It doesn't it doesn't count like that. The basic requirement what you need is a laptop with a good RAM. So there is a component called RAM, random access memory. Many of the computer science teacher will be very knowing of this topic called RAM itself. So when you are just trying to purchase a new laptop, make sure that you're going to purchase a laptop with a good RAM as well as good processor. So RAM, why I'm just focusing about the RAM, nothing about the hard disk or any other thing. It means like if you're purchasing something with a good RAM, what happens is that like suppose you're going to purchase for 8 GB, 8 GB laptop or a 16 GB laptop, what really happens is that the other components will also be parallelly matching with their requirements. Correct? So that's the reason why I'm just asking you to purchase a laptop with a good RAM facility. So when it comes to online teachers, you'll be using a lot of softwares in the background when you're taking the classes. So that's the reason RAM management, a laptop with a good RAM management will be working with the same, right? The second most important hardware I would say is a webcam. So webcam you can rely on a laptop camera itself. That's also is fine. So if your laptop camera is somewhat older, so for example, I'm using a laptop that is like 6 years or 7 years older. So I'm not relying on my laptop camera itself because the settings as well as this contrast or other technical aspects with respect to the camera will be as old as 8 years or 7 years actually, correct? And that's the reason why I invested on a webcam itself. So my webcam model will be shown in the screen actually. So I'm using a Logitech Brio 100. That's a great webcam, I would say. At least in my experience, it works very well, and it has built-in this microphones are also there. You can also utilize that microphone to record your classes as well. As it's actually good noise isolation as well as the camera quality. Everything sounds really good and as well as professional. So even this video recording is also done by my webcam itself. So I'm using the webcam called Logitech Brio 100. It's not like a promotion or something. You can just try to purchase anything that works for you very well. I think it cost around like 3,500 or something for me. So you can just purchase anything that gives you a good pixel rating as well as like full HD, and also nowadays like all the things are moving to the 4K era. So 4K cameras for 4K webcams are always like it's very costly. So you can just invest in some kind of full HD. That's more than enough, right? And next thing is the very most, I would say that the very basic tool for any teachers. It lacks like a Bible, Bhagavad Gita as well as a Quran for any teacher. It's called pen tab. So pen tab is regularly like it's more like a rectangular piece of block of a plasticky kind of thing. I would say that's how can I describe the same. And you will be using this pen tab to mostly write the things or mark the things that is very much important when it comes to showing some PPTs or some kind of video presentation at all. You can use this pen tab. So I am using a pen tab called Huon Inspiron series, like it's 1161 or something. So I'll be showing that video again in the screen, so that I'm using the same exact pen tab. It cost me around like 4,500 when I started around my teaching career. I purchased this thing around like 3 years back. It seems. And in our Super Data company also, we are selling the same, not the same pen tab. We are selling another pen tab called HP Pen Deco. That's more than reliable as well as it's cost efficient also. I think it's selling at 3,000 rupees in Flipkart as well as Amazon. We are running a discount of rupees like 200, as well as you'll be getting 2 years warranty also. So we are also doing that. its pen tab is called HP Pen Deco. So we are running at a discount of 200 rupees, which means we will be selling at 2,700 rupees. As the Amazon accessible card is selling for 3,000 rupees. You can also directly purchase from our site. So, and also get 2 years of warranty. So, or else you can just directly go to the HP Pen Tab, I mean, that exact website, as well as you can start purchase the same, or else any platform like Amazon or Silver Card is also fine, right? And Penda, anyway, I would say that a good quality Penda with a battery-free stylus as well as a good pressure sensitivity area would be really good, as well as a good tilt angle is recommended. Why I'm recommending tilt angle is nothing but when you're going to shade some some diagrams or something, when having a good tilt angle will be really good, right? And next thing is audio equipment. So I'm basically using some kind of microphone over here. Yeah, so I am now using yeah, I'm using something called DJ microphone, or else you can just invest in something like Venom Max. There are like a lot of portable small kind of mics, or else you can directly rely on some kind of headphone mics. That's also fine, because make sure that surroundings are quiet as well. So now I am recording in my office, so I feel that most of the people will be talking, and also it shouldn't be affected my audio quality. So that's the reason I am using a DJI mic. So it's somewhat costly. I won't ask you to purchase this thing in the first initial phase itself. You can directly go with the headphone mic. That's more than enough. Or even like wireless mics, a lot of companies are releasing, having a wireless mic, wireless headphone kind of thing. We can directly connect the same with the laptop, as well as with that exact mic as your microphone input. So that's also is fine. And next, yeah, headphone. So headphone, when it comes to headphones, you can just rely on any headphones is absolutely fine. Only thing is that you should be having a good noise isolation, would be really good. So I am invested in a headphone called Bolt Audio. So it's like now it's Go Bolt, it seems. So it's a very cheap, I would say. I would think like 2,000 rupees something. I just purchased like 1 year before. So it's working very well, and I will also be using some kind of small speakers or something. That's also is fine. Anything will be working for the bill. And next, I would say the very important thing, that is internet connection. So a stable broadband or a Wi-Fi connection is absolutely needed. I would say teachers, anybody who's starting this kind of online teaching, this should be taking this, willing to take this stable connection. That's very important. Why? Because nobody likes to attend a class when the class is very laggy, or the people or the students won't be able to see the teacher's words correctly, or whatever the teachers are presenting, if it is not clearly visible to the students, means students will be feeling so lag, or they won't be feeling so impressed with the classroom. So especially when it comes to online class, so very important, you should be having this kind of hardware is very important. The first thing is laptop, second thing is webcam, third thing is printer, fourth thing is audio equipment, which includes microphones as well as headphones, and the fourth thing is the fifth thing is called the internet connection. That's very important, right? So moving ahead, I would say that your workspace also matters a lot. So you should not be sitting in front of, in some kind of chaos or something that is happening, or you should be choosing some room that is giving a good viable environment, as well as it should be very peaceful. So I would say that comfortable chair, that will be really good. So you can use something called ergonomic chair. That's really great. Also computer chair is, both things are same. So ergonomic chair is the actual name. Actually you can invest in that if need, or also you can just sit on any chair that is very much comfortable to you. First thing is, and when it comes to long hour sessions, what really happens is that your neck, your back will be aching so much. So that's the reason I am suggesting you to purchase this ergonomic chair itself. And next thing is, if you have a proper desktop, desk or a table, will be really good. Why? Because you should be having an adequate workspace, so that your computers, your notes, as well as teaching materials, everything will be in the right height, as well as you can start taking the class very efficiently. Say for example, in your screen itself, my face as well as my shoulder is visible to you. I hope so. And that's how, or that's what the exact height, as well as that's how the setup should be. And also quality lighting, that's very important. So I'm using a studio lighting over here, so I'm not asking you to purchase any kind of studio lighting. You can just directly rely on any kind of ring lights. That's also fine. So or else we can invest in some kind of softbox kind of things, or even you can use some kind of softbox DIY, so do it yourself kind of things are also there. So you can just search on the YouTube to find out some kind of softbox kind of things, which is also available in the YouTube. And also very important, quiet environment, because whatever the equipment you have, apart from that, quiet environment is very important, because when you have some kind of crowd, or then you have some kind of noise noise around where you will not be able to record your class, you will be able to take your classes properly. So that's the reason it's very important to have a very quiet environment. Next, moving ahead. So now, equipment that helps. So something like an extra, I would like to explain some kind of extra kind of thing. So what all things I've discussed in the previous two slides are very important. I would say that now what I'm discussing over here is somewhat extra. Okay, the first thing is laptop stand or a tripod. So when it comes to laptop stand or tripod is very important. So you can just invest in some kind of laptop stand if needed. Why? Because the laptops when it goes to run for a lot of hours, as well as when you can when you're going to run this laptop for a long hours, means you're going to obviously put some charge, correct? So when you're going to plug in, what happens is that it generates a lot of heat. So this proper passage of the heat, as well as to reduce the, to have an optimal temperature of the laptop, if you really create that, if you are investing some kind of laptop stand. A laptop stand nowadays will not be costing a lot of amount of money. I would say that it comes with a lot of models also. I have purchased something like, personally, I purchased something like having two fans and all. It costs around like 1,200 or something. Yeah, I would ask you to purchase that. It's not added the first initial days. You can just purchase in some kind of laptop store that costs around like 200 or 300 rupees. That's more than enough. All right. And next is tripod. So if you want to adjust your camera or to have a different camera levels or different camera angles, you can purchase this tripod. So camera tripod is, that's also a great investment. And next is backup internet. If you feel that your your wireless connection or your broadband is not working very well, or in some case, if the current your electricity is gone or something, means you won't be able to take the proper class. So that's the reason it will be really great if you have a good backup internet. I used to have this proper backup internet, even though I'm purchasing this Wi-Fi connection and all. I have always invested in my recharging of my mobile phones or something. Why? Because if some kind of sudden inconvenience came, so some kind of sudden issues came, means I can just switch on to my other network giver, or which means I can play on my mobile hotspot. That's more than enough, right? And access whiteboard as well as marker. So when it comes to digital printer, that's more than enough. So if you want to write a lot of things, or you want to explain a lot of things, or a lot of time, means you can also invest in some physical whiteboard. So physical whiteboard means, what I mean is that not like a huge one, a small one is more than enough. If you want to explain the concepts in a different way, means you can also purchase that whiteboard as well as marker. And an external speaker, I'm not going to say that if you want to purchase some kind of JBL kind of things, not needed of those things. You can just invest in 5-volt Bluetooth speaker, or a like 10-volt Bluetooth speaker. That's more than enough. Don't purchase some kind of some speaker with some lot of bass or treble or something. Not go for those things. You can just invest in something around like 500 or 600 or even like 700 rupees. That's more than enough. So I am basically I am using something called MIDI Play. That's a very interesting, I would say there's a very interesting speaker. It's like 5-volt speaker, it seems. I purchased around like 600 rupees or 700 rupees. Within that amount, I just purchased the same, right? And video conferencing and meeting platform, I would say, starting with the Zoom. So as you may know, Zoom, Google Meet, as well as Microsoft Teams will be mostly known to you actually. So like most of the people will be using Google Meet, I think. Like we are also taking classes in, we used to take the class in Google Meet, actually not now. And we have Zoom is actually a great popular choice. I would say it has some screen sharing facility, recording capabilities and all. And the only thing is a free tier, which means if you are just having a free account, means it only be able to take the session up to 40 minutes. That's only, I would say that that's only disadvantage. That's only disadvantage when it comes to Zoom itself. Next is Google Meet. If you have a great Google Workspace, means Google Meet is the best thing I would say. It has a great school-ready platforms like Google Classroom as well as Gmail itself. And also you have another platform, Microsoft Teams, that where you'll be able to see, you conduct the video meetings as well as we can do a lot of things. You can share the file and all in the Google Teams, Microsoft Teams itself. And now I'm introducing another platform called Super Tutor. Super Learn. So Super Learn is something that have released from our Super Tutor. It's a in-house platform, I would say. So I would say that it's an application with all under one roof. You can start classes in this Super Learn application. You can use this create lesson plan using the Super Learn. You can use this whiteboard tools in the Super Learn application. You can even in the future we are also adding a feature to collect fees for the teachers. So the teachers can start using as a subscription model. You can just start getting as many students you can, as well as you can start all in the Super Learner platform itself. So right now it's absolutely free. You can just log into www.superlearn.in. That's a website. You can just log into the website by using your phone number as well as your email ID as well as a very basic information. You can start using this website. It's actually a great thing. I'm planning to make a dedicated video on the Super Learn in the last upcoming sessions. So yes, so that's all the video conferencing as well as meeting platform you need. And classroom management tools, I would say that it's very important. So the first thing is Google Classroom itself is a very legendary classroom tool. I would say, like, it's a free as well as intuitive platform for creating assignment, or if you want to post some announcement, means you can also do that, or even you can track the students' progress and everything. And next is learning management system, that is LMS. It's called LMS, learning management system. You can directly go with the Canva or sort of Blackboard or so Schoology. This kind of platforms are also there for the LMS platform, or else I would give another platform called Moodle. So Moodle is actually an open source LMS where it's free of cost. You can just actively customize these options as well as you can use it for your own purpose. You can just use it for your own purpose. It's actually a really great platform. Moodle, it's a free platform actually. And also you can use it as something called Microsoft 360. You have a lot of tools inside this Microsoft 360, I would say. OneDrive for storing the devices, storing the files, as well as if you have something called SharePoint for collaboration, or you can have using this Office app, which includes Microsoft PowerPoint, Excel. This kind of tools are also there. So as a package, you can purchase called Microsoft 365, right? And moving ahead, so next is engagement. So when it comes to online classes, very important that we want to make sure that if it is like 5 students or 50 students or 100 students, as a teacher, I must make sure that all my students should be interactive as well as they should be understanding the concept very well, and they should be engaged also. So for that, we have something on digital whiteboard. You can use something called Google Jamboard. That's not right now. We are not able to access those Jamboard actually. You can use this Miro or Limnu or this kind of platforms. I am basically using something called Microsoft Whiteboard. That's more than enough. Okay. Next, you can use polls or quizzes. For creating polls or quizzes, you can use Google Forms, Kahoot, or Mentimeter. I am personally using Google Forms as well as Kahoot, as well as I am using something called Playground application. So now it's been changed. The name is going to change. The name is already changed actually to some other things, right? And I would put the screenshot over here so that you can just see what is the name and all. Anyway, so next is presentation software. We have Google Slides, Canva, PowerPoint. I'm basically using something called Gamma as well as PowerPoint. So why? Because Gamma means I can directly enter my necessity or what are things I need. Suppose I'm going to teach algebra for 800 students, so I will be writing all those things, the prompt in my ChatGPT. I think I have done a dedicated video regarding this thing, it seems. So you can just check out that video in our playlist. So anyway, yeah, I will be typing this prompt in the ChatGPT or Perplexity or any of the AI chatbot, so that I will be getting a slide outline I'll be copying this slide outline and copy those things and paste in this Gamma itself, so that I can create very wonderful, engaging presentation, so that my works will be completed within like 5 minutes, not more than that. So anyway, I'll be doing other editings and everything in PowerPoint itself. So because once we have created a basic thing, means editing in PowerPoint will be really easy. Okay. And screen sharing, basically you can use any platform. Google Meet is there, Zoom is there, any platform is when you can just use any platform to share your screen as well as present your contents. Right. Yeah. So when it comes to recording and content creation, I would say you can use something called OBS Studio. That's a great tool, I would say. And I'm using some platform like Wondershare. That's again is a very easy platform, but the only thing is that you want to purchase for the license and all when it comes to Wondershare, because it's not a free platform. And there is another platform called Loop. That's again a simple browser based. You can directly share those recordings with your friends, your workmates, your anyone maybe. You don't need to even download the same. It's a great tool for sharing as well as like recording yourself. And the next tool, I would say that building tools like QuickTime is, I'm using something called Wondershare, as I said. I have another platform called Windows Game Bar. You can directly start recording by yourself, like screen sharing is there. You can just click on Windows Shift as well as yes for screen recording, or else you can just directly click on Windows as well as C. So either these options will be able to help you to record it by yourself. Okay. Next is video editing. So video editing, like you can do some basic editing. So basically teachers, I don't think that you want to add a lot of graphics and everything for the first initial days. So you can directly use some kind of VN editor. That's great. That's a great tool, I would say. Or else you can use like Windows, like basic editing tool are there also there. Or else you can just directly rely on the online platforms. There are like a lot of platforms so easily cut out to your videos and everything. And here we are going to discuss about the iMovie as well as DaVinci Resolve. These kind of things are very, I would say that it's a very advanced tools. This DaVinci Resolve is something that we are using for film makings and everything. So that's why I'm not saying that you don't want to use DaVinci Resolve and all. So basically, you can use any software that is easy to edit as well as like upload the same. And presentation design, I would say Canva gives a very very great, beautiful slides as well as graphics, as well as PowerPoint also gives you the same. What I am basically doing as well as is working for me means I'll be using something called Gamma. Then I'll be using it for PowerPoint. So combined, I'll be getting a combined strength of both Gamma as well as PowerPoint, right? And before actually starting the class, it will be really great that it will be you are going to check all the equipment that is working very well or not, as well as just verify that if you're having a good internet speed, as well as organize your workspace, have a great backup of your internet, as well as always check your meeting platform very modern, as well as make sure that you want to arrange all the things ready, or else like you want to juggle in between a lot of application, or you'll be having some issues when it comes to taking a first class. So that's all about the things actually, teacher. So thank you so much. That's all about the today's video. I would like to wrap up the today's session with that being said, and you are ready to teach online. Just make sure that you have that guts to start with your first step forward, right? So with that being said, I'm wrapping up the sessions and see you in the next video. Until then, bye, and make sure that you go to subscribe as well as like as well as comment your valuable opinions so that you can also have a similar discussion. All right, bye.